in northern Mozambique is the absence of state authority and presence in those areas, and then it allows for others to fill the vacuum. And that's what we're seeing here. Some of the townships, that's what's happening. So there isn't a presence, so someone else moves in.
So you, in a way, you are also confirming that we can't rule out the existence of such cartels in our society.
No, you can't rule it out. So, I mean, let me just come up front and say it. The 6th of July 2025 thing, it did help and give an opportunity to expose a lot of the malfeasance. So that's what it did. That might not have been the intention, or at least that's my belief, but it did provide an opportunity to vent some of these issues. Whether all of those who vent are innocent of the situation we're in, that's another story. But everybody's contributed to it, because if a complaint was brought to you and you didn't deal with it, and you've got the involvement in weakening law enforcement processes, you put people who are not capable, like the whole saga for so long with the former General Richard Mluli. That was unnecessarily long. It took place. So the control of police has been happening for a long time. If you notice in the whole presentation of General Mkhwanazi, he didn't mention Mdluli, where it started from. He didn't mention it. Now, you can't leave out Mdluli in the whole thing of capture, control, of wrong control. You can't leave it out. If you're doing an analysis, you'll speak about it. You will raise the history, where it starts from. It doesn't just fall out the sky and suddenly we're captured. It's an incremental process.
What should we rate of that? Exclusion of Mdluli's name on the evidence of General Mkhwanazi?
Quite frankly, you're the responsible person for making laws in the country. You decide what you must do.
No, but I'm saying, in terms of your own assessment, you are the one who's introducing a matter as you respond to my questions that General Mkhwanazi should not have excluded General Mdluli and what happened in the Mdluli saga. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now that the exclusion happened, what are you reading out of it?
Well, maybe you should address it if you're serious about things. Let's give us a history, or others who are experts in this. Give us a history of the erosion of public confidence in the criminal justice system. See the different decisions taken. Who took them when? Who was where when? It's... I look at the issue of Minister Bheki Cele. He spent the longest in influence over the police service. A long time as minister, as
commissioner,
national commissioner. So he had the longest influence in it. What was his role? Did he make positive impact or not? Was there negative impact? What was it? What can be done differently next time? If you want to put blame, you must also say what will make us not repeat this again. What do we put in place to prevent this from happening again?
Yeah.
And I would hope that's part of your mandate, which you must do.
Yeah. I want us to just to come to the last few questions I have, Mr. McBride. I think the first one would be about, and maybe all of them would be linked to that, is about the now well-known Mr. Paul O'Sullivan.
Yes.
a man that I don't know whether it was you or somebody else was saying part of what he brags about is to have brought down your fellow fighter for liberation, Mr.
Yeah.
Jackie Sleepy. Would you say that you know that man very well? You know Paul properly and very well.
No, he's an associate of mine. I don't know him very well. I don't know what businesses he has, where he has businesses. And
So you don't know whether he has any companies, whether he's contracted to anything or providing any services, and whether those companies are functioning in line with our legal.
No.
But then, how do you make a decision that you are going to source some of his expertise, which you don't know whether they are in line with our legal script?
So I don't know his business, what other business he does. I know he does investigate. I know he has very lucrative clients. I know that he does similar work to what I was doing in private sector, but obviously on a bigger scale. But I know him as an associate, as someone reliable to provide information. The fact that he blows his own trumpet, that's another issue altogether.
But you don't even care whether that reliable information is bringing to you is through mechanisms that respect or disregard our laws. Doesn't matter to you.
If there's one instance where that happens, I will be first to be taking action and consequences. I don't participate in illegal things at all.
Yeah, because I'm asking because you regard him as a very credible person who provides reliable information.
He provides reliable information. I didn't say he's overall credible. I even use terms like he's Don Quixote or he's sometimes eccentric to describe him. That's how I find him.
Yeah. You know why he becomes a person of interest because, for instance, in your affidavit, you make references to the reasons why he had accompanied your officers when they went to the house.
Yes.
And of course, what you say there is that he went there in order to show them the place, but equally to identify or introduce them to a certain witness that he had dealings with in the past. Am I right?
The crime scene.
The crime scene.
Am
I right? Yeah. But we are aware that in the evidence of Sisoga, the one that Sisoga presented before the High Court on the bundle, this bundle that we're given today, you are aware that what Sisoga is saying is that he also typed statements during the interview of a certain witness. Are you aware of that? That actually what he went to do was not only what you captured in your affidavit, but the affidavit of your colleague, Sisoga, is that he went beyond just identifying the crime scene, but also taking the statement. Now, what is an expectee about taking a statement? Because the reasons why you rely on him on some of the information, the argument is that he had the capability that you did not have or that you do not have. Yeah. But taking a statement from a witness, that can be a specialty. That is outside your members, your then members at IPID.
I don't know. Can you refer me to the correct paragraph?
The correct paragraph will be found. You see, this is the affidavit. It's a court matter of between Pasane and you are cited as one of the yes. If you go to page 2 of that, page 4. I want to go to where Sisoga is making reference to what they did there. Advocate, please, can you help me with that? Where Sisoga's is quoted to have said, or is S2. It's towards the end. I want the quote. Yeah, the quote is somewhere. Oh yeah, it's paragraph 31.4.1
of my affidavit,
of the small one, that other one.
the supplementary.
Yes, that one. So it's on page 12, paragraph 3, 31.4.1.
Okay, I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, 31.4.3.
Yes.
Okay.
What is being said today is that in addition to all that they did, they also assisted with taking a statement from the witness.
So my 31.4 is Mahlangu's statement.
No, it's the one I'm talking to is Siseko.
31.4.1. Okay.
31.4.1. The paragraph is starting by saying 16.1, while the team was reporting directly to me. You see that paragraph?
The one that starts, while the team was reporting directly to me, and even after I roped in Mr. Kuba to be the project manager, at no stage did any private individual, including Mr. O'Sullivan,
just hold on there.
was ever allowed to oversee the investigation.
Yeah, just hold on there. The second paragraph then it says, I'm informed by the then lead investigator, Mr. Mahlangu, that Mr. Paul O'Sullivan did assist the investigation team at the initial stages of investigation by accompanying them to the place there, the estate, including typing statements. You see that paragraph?
Yes,
typing statements.
Yes.
Why does he have to go such an extra mile, including to type a statement? Because I'm sure your team is capable of doing that.
That's his statement. They should explain. But at the end, there was never any instruction from the executive director, me, that IPID investigators must work with Mr. O'Sullivan or that they must give him information.
No, I get that point.
Obtained as a result of the investigation by IPID.
No, I get that point, but the point I wanted you to comment on, and that's my last point. I know the time is, I'm left with 2 seconds or so. The point I wanted to drive home, Mr. McBride, is that it does not seem to be that all that which he was able to do is what you understood from the beginning. Because this is an old court paper where your subordinate was saying, more than showing us this crime scene, also help us to craft a statement from the witness. So that is the level of his influence on the work of IPID.
Well, I would presume you're not saying they fabricated something.
I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm just saying it may very well mean, this is what I'm going to say then to my last point. It may very well mean that more than what you told us and what he says here, Sisoko, there may be other things that neither you nor him have actually told us, which is the involvement of Paul O'Sullivan in your iPad.
Chief Whip. Skosana. Honorable Skosana.